When you learn a verb in German language, normally you learn the meaning and you frame one sentence with it and you are done. But now you're going to slowly go in B1 level. This is A2, but after this you'll go to B1 level. So now you should get into the practice of learning verbs along with all the possible prepositions. What do I mean by that? When you use a verb in German language, so you can use a subject and you can use an object, that's it. But quite often you will be using prepositions along with the verbs in the sentence. What do I mean by that? For example, you have denken. Denken means I think. Ich denke, I think. But if I want to say I'm thinking about you, you know, you reach out to some old friend of yours and you say, "Hey, I was thinking about you," or "I am thinking about you." Now you don't want to say I am thinking. You want to say I'm thinking about you. So how to say about? Yeah. Now that's why I'm saying, so when you learn the word denken, also learn how to say think about, or think uh, something. You get what I'm trying to say. So this is the reason I'm saying, when you learn a verb in German language, also learn the prepositions along with it. So here I have 3 slides for you, around, I believe, 20 different combinations, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. If not 20, then 15, like 15 to 20 different combinations of verb with their prepositions. So you learned so far 40 now. Yeah. Yeah, 40 different nouns. Now you'll be learning like 40 different words. Now you will learn around a bit more. You'll learn at least 15, 20 verbs again. So I want someone to read. No, I will do it. So let's start with the first one, right? So abhängen. Abhängen von jemandem or etwas dative. Now, abhängen means to depend. Yeah. Now, if you want to say to depend, of course, you will say to depend on someone, right? How to say on? You will say von. Yeah. And after von, you should know it will be dative. So if it's a noun, it will be dative. Jemandem, this is like someone. Or if it's an object, it will be dative. If it's a person, it will be in dative case. If it's an object, it will also be in dative case. Yeah. So es hängt von dem Wetter ab. Es hängt means es hängt ab, it depends. But if you want to say it depends on the weather, so es hängt von dem Wetter. Wetter is, I believe, das Wetter, and das becomes dem, dative. Denken an jemanden. N means accusative. It was accusative. So after an, you will have it. It will be accusative. So ich denke, I think. Ich denke oft an meine Kindheit. I think often of my childhood. An meine Kindheit. Kindheit is anything ending with height, is most of the times feminine. So uh, accusative, it's minor. Teilnehmen an. So teilnehmen means to participate. Sie nimmt blah blah teil. She participates. But participates in what? In a competition. Wettbewerb. An dem Wettbewerb. Dative, so dem. Next sentence. Sich freuen auf. And then you also have sich freuen über. Sich freuen means to be happy. Yeah. But the preposition makes a lot of difference. Sich freuen auf. Auf you can use when you are talking about something present or something that is going to happen in the future. Über, sich freuen über is always about something that has already happened. So let's look at the example. Ich freue mich auf den Urlaub. I look forward to the vacation. Ich freue mich über das Geschenk. Somebody has already given you a gift and it has already happened and you are happy about it. So über is, sich freuen über is always about something that has already happened. Yeah. Warten auf
Uh,
jemanden. So warten means to wait, but if you want to say I'm waiting for the bus, you cannot say few, you will have to say auf. Why? Don't ask me, that's how it is. So ich warte auf den Bus. After auf, it has to be accusative. So den Bus. Yeah, please ask Ravish.
yeah, no, just one question. Same way, if we have taken an vacation in the past, so in this sentence, ich freue mich über dem Urlaub, or like past vacation, or
Yeah, but then it will not mean like I
then
look forward to it. Will mean I'm happy about the vacation.
yeah, in the past, yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's not.
that
I
is
mean
also
you're talking
possible.
about something which has already happened. So the sentence is not in past
Yeah.
tense, but
Ah, okay, okay, okay. Not okay. Now I got it.
yeah.
The situation. I got it. I thought it is only about past. Okay,
Yeah.
past
I mean,
sentence.
it's, I
Yeah.
mean,
Okay.
if you say, ich freue mich auf das Geschenk, people will know what you're trying to say. But it's just like, now you have to,
Mhm.
like, this is like the sophistication of the language, right? You should know when to use which preposition, something like that. Yeah. So next one, sprechen means to talk, but if you want to say talk with someone, so you will have to say sprechen mit, and after mit it will be dative. So ich spreche mit dem Lehrer. Now I'm talking to the with the teacher. Sprechen über. So sprechen mit means talk with. Sprechen über is talk about, and after über it will be accusative. Okay, so wir sprechen über das neue Projekt. We are talking about the new project. Erinnern an jemanden. If you look at a picture and you think, this picture reminds me of, of my last vacation. Das Bild erinnert mich an meine Reise. After an, it will be accusative. Any questions so far? Okay. Uh, Anybody apart from Ravish and Akash wants to read? Yeah, Vaishali, please read. And if you can, yeah, help us explain. You already read Akash, that's why. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, Sorgen für jemanden etwas Akkusativ. Example. Er sorgt für seine Familie. He takes care of his family.
Yeah. So it's not family, familiar. Just learn to
Sorry,
say it like this.
familiar.
Familia, yeah. So as of use ana familia. Where else can you take? You can use it in different scenarios, right? He takes care of the. If you are living in an apartment, you're living with your partner. One partner takes care of the this part of the. Like this week he'll take care of the cleaning. Next week I'll take care of the cleaning. So zog and few. Take care of. Yeah. So
Okay.
please continue.
Denken über jemanden etwas Akkusativ. Example. Was denkst du über den Plan? What do you think about the plan?
Yeah. So if I go back to slide this one, here I told you denken means to think, and denken an, to think of someone like an, and if you want to say think about, then it will be uh, denken über. Yeah. If I go back over here, here denken an, like to think of someone. Here, like my childhood is not someone, it's like, it's a memory, but you can say, like, if you call a friend, you can say, hey, I am thinking about, ich denke an dich, something like that. So denken an is think of, denken über is think about. Continue, please.
Äh, Kämpfen für jemanden etwas Akkusativ. Example.
uh,
Sie
Please
kämpft
read like this: kämpfen für jemanden oder etwas Akkusativ. There's a
äh,
slash.
kämpfen für jemanden. Sorry, can you
Oder or.
order etwas Akkusativ? Example. Sie kämpft für ihre Rechte. She fights for her rights.
Yeah, so sie kämpft für ihre Rechte. When you are, I mean, you should fight. I mean, where can you use it? You can use it in a funny way, like, I don't know, you can use it. I mean, I have some examples. I don't want to use them, but I'm saying you can, even though you cannot, like, where can you say it? Zk to your rest. Okay, you can say it in nice, but where can you use it in daily life? You can use it in a funny way, like, you should fight for your rights, like in a funny way, something like that. Continue, please. Or, like, for example, if you go to office and some colleague sits at your desk and you want to, I mean, you should fight for your desk, right? I mean, you want to, like, because it's your desk. Yeah. So sie
Okay.
kämpft für ihren Schreibtisch, something like that. Continue, please.
Sich kümmern jemanden oder etwas Akkusativ. Example. Ich kümmere mich die Blumen. I take care of the flowers.
Yeah, you take care of the
Inter
flowers. Where else can you use it? Like, you should take care of your grammar. You should take care of your health. Du solltest dich deine Gesundheit kümmern, something like that. Yeah. You should take care of your mental health. Du solltest dich deine mentale Gesundheit kümmern, something like that.
interessieren für jemanden oder etwas Akkusativ. Example. Ich interessiere Mich für Musik. I am interested in music.
Yeah, not music. Musik is
Uh,
German.
sorry, music.
Yeah. So, but this is like, where can you, somebody asks, like, what are your hobbies? You can say, like, ich interessiere mich für Musik or whatever else the hobby is. And you can also ask someone, wofür interessierst du dich? What do you find interesting? Something like that.
Bestehen auf jemanden oder etwas Akkusativ. Example, er besteht auf einer Entschuldigung. He insists of an apology.
Yeah, so I think it should be dative over here and not accusative. Sorry, this one, yeah, this should be dative over here. So besteht, for sorry, bestehen means to pass. If you guys can still hear me, right? Hello, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, Rohit,
Yeah,
we
okay,
can see
perfect.
in.
Yeah, I think okay.
Yeah.
So bestehen, just the verb bestehen means to pass. Ich bestehe die Prüfung, I pass the exam. That's the one meaning. Another meaning of bestehen, auf is like insist on. See how the meaning changes if you use a different preposition, right? This is the good part about German language. You can take one
The
verb,
previous one,
yeah,
sorry, previous one you said best hai. Which
just
one?
bestehen, like just the verb
Okay, just
bestehen
don't
without any. It means
not
to pass. Ich bestehe die Prüfung. I'm pass, or like ich habe die Prüfung bestanden, I passed the exam. But here, bestehen auf, it means to insist on something. Then there is one more scenario, bestehen aus, A-A-U-S or A-U-S. It means to consist of something, For example, uh, unser Körper besteht aus 70% Wasser, Our body consists of 70% water. Yeah. So bestehen means to pass. Bestehen auf means to insist. Bestehen aus means to consist of. This is the beauty of German language that you learn one verb and you can use it in so many different ways. That's the best part about German language. Any questions so far?
and is there a like trend bearer verb for best hand like off best hand
No, it's
or
not. It's
on
not
pause best
trennbar.
hand
It's
or
not trennbar.
it's okay.
Yeah. Most of the times when be is like most of the times if you see be, it's not trennbar. Any more questions? If not, thank you very much, Vaishali. Akash, do you mind reading? You can mute yourself, Vaishali, please. Akash, please reading. If
Hello?
please read
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Uh, so jemandem oder ja. So jemandem oder etwas Dativ. Ich lade dich zu meiner Party ein. I invite you to my party.
Yeah. So zu,
This this
Einladen means to invite, and invite to something. Zu. After zu, it will be dative. So zu meine Party. Yeah. So
okay. So this also will be like as a
no, dich is normal like accusative. So ich lade dich ein. I invite you. That's it. But if you want to say, and I like okay, invite for what? Yeah, you say I inviting you to my party. So ich lade dich ein, it's like
Mhm.
normal. Jemanden einladen. Yeah, makes sense.
So only if I say like I invite you. So ich uh, lade dich ein. This is
Yeah,
the
yeah, that's
normal sentence, right?
this is
Okay.
normal sentence.
And then only we add zu minor party ein.
Yeah, yeah. This is like you learn a verb, you
Okay.
also learn prepositions which you can use with it.
Okay. Okay. The next sentence. This beschäftigen mir jemandem oder etwas Dativ.
It's not it's
Ich
a
beschäftige.
beschäftigen, not beschäftigen.
Ja, okay. Ich beschäftige mich mit meinem Projekt. I am busy with my project.
Yeah, so sich beschäftigen,
Verliebt
right?
im.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, please. Can
So
continue.
beschäftigen, like sich beschäftigen, ich beschäftige mich. Now if you want to say, like some colleague comes to you and say, hey, can you do this for me? Like, can you, like write this code for me? Can you go through this? They say, no, no, no. I'm busy. I'm busy with my own. Ich beschäftige mich mit einem Projekt. Sorry. This is one scenario where you can use it.
Okay. Okay. Verliebt. in jemandem oder etwas accusative. Verliebt. Okay. Sie ist verliebt in ihren Kollegen. She is in love with her colleague.
Yeah. So not the
Okay.
example you want to use, but you can use it in like like someone shows you some slide, some project, some code. You say like, I am in love with your, like this thing. So ich bin verliebt in deinem Projekt. Ich bin verliebt in diesem Code. Something like that. Yeah. But I don't think I will use that in office life.
So
But
we can use it. You can use it as a in a formal way sometimes.
it depends how close you are to your colleagues. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I leave it up to you. Yeah. I don't think I ever use it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we also don't
No, 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 it depends. Like
respond
I
in
don't use
B1.
it. Like it depends. Like I have used it, but I mean, it depends what kind of colleagues you have. I mean, again, it depends. Yeah.
Okay.
Continue, please.
Sich streiten mit jemandem Dativ. There is no etwas or something, right?
Yeah. Okay. There was supposed to be something, but there should be like mit jemandem oder etwas dativ. Yeah.
It was Dativ. Okay. Ich streite mich oft mit meinem Bruder. I often argue with my brother.
Yeah. Or also you can say like, and I often fight with my boss. Ich streite mich oft mit meinem Chef. If that's a scenario. Okay, that's all we had for today. Any questions? Those were the three topics we wanted to cover. Any questions?
I have
Okay.
one question here.
Yeah.
Sometimes that we have some verb and that is being used with auf or an or something like preposition, something. So, like, how we will identify like how many words we have to remember, or sometime like it is always like a specific verbs are there, or like this preposition can be added to the any kind of verb and then it will change the meaning.
Yeah. So, short answer. I mean, like in normal life, I don't think there are any like strict rules which preposition can be used with which one. For example, sometimes I say ich lade dich zu meiner Party ein. I can say ich lade dich für meine Party ein. Like for my party, people will know what I'm trying to say. But of course, like you cannot use
Mm.
every preposition with every verb. That is the formal answer. Yeah. Then how do you know? Like if you learn a verb, or what is like your question is like, so how do I know what are prepositions I can use with this verb? If you learn a verb, then you want to know what all prepositions go with this verb normally, without any grammar mistakes. The answer is you learn this by practice. So you learn a verb. So for example, this is why you have vocabulary books, right? So, and you don't do it all at once. So now that I have introduced this to you, so at least you know that denken, you can use über, and you can also use denken, uh, an, right? You also know sich freuen auf, you can say, and sich freuen über, you can say, right? Now you know at least these ones. So now when you learn a new verb, right, think of sentences what you want to say. For example, what I'm trying to say, if like denken, you learned I think, right? But when you learn denken, I mean, this is, I'm telling you, you should have done, I'm telling you, but now you can do it from now. When you learn a verb, think of all the things you want to say. Yeah. Of course a teacher will force you. If I was doing this, like not for just like 16 hours, for more, I would do this with you. So I would tell you, okay, think of all the things you want to say and make 5 sentences, right? So you would normally have said, I think about, I think uh, on, you would have come to this sentences, right? And then I would have told you to say these things, you also have to use these prepositions. This is how normally it looks like. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you will have to do this on your own, like or just get one vocabulary, like you'll find it's also there, like on my page. And yeah, just learn, like slowly you learn, and you just build your vocabulary. That's how it, like you want to say something, you don't know how to say, you learn to say it. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? Okay. If no more questions, we can do the vocabulary part now.